All right, welcome to the video. My name is Brock Page and I do sports picks for free right here on YouTube. I also sell my personal bets on brockpage.com and I have packages on that website starting at just $1.99. And just remember guys, if you sign up for my $1.99 daily best play on my website, you're going to get access to that membership every single day all the way through the end of May. And the link for that play is in the description section below. And with that, guys, let's go ahead and dive into some Wednesday baseball action. We're going to start off with the Dodgers taking on the Pirates, 12:35 Eastern first pitch. On Wednesday, May 11th, 2022. Happy hump day to you guys out there. The weekend's right around the corner. The Dodgers are minus 240 in this ball game, total 7.5. Dodgers pitching prospect Ryan Pepio is on the mound here for Los Angeles. Dylan Peters for the Pirates. And even though Peters has looked really good, this Pirates lineup simply doesn't hit enough. They're averaging only 3.8 runs a game this year. They're also averaging nearly double-digit strikeouts a game at the plate. They're taking on a Dodger team who can actually score with the best of them, and they have. These guys are leading the league right now in runs per contest, and they're led by Freddie Freeman, who's batting .314 with 19 runs scored. And if that ain't enough, this Dodger lineup's also in the top 5 in the bigs right now in OPS at the plate. Now, total-wise, LA's gone 11-5 to the under when they travel. They're also 64% to the under for the entire season at any location. Meanwhile, Pittsburgh's 8-6 to the under at PNC Park. I'm going to lean toward the LA Dodgers minus 1.5 and the under 7.5 runs. Next ball game, Blue Jays, Yankees, 12:35 East. The New York Yankees are minus 140, total 7.5. Jamison Tyone for New York, Jose Barrios for Toronto. Now, Barrios really hasn't shown his best stuff yet this season. He's got a 5.34 ERA and a 1.64 whip. And as a team, the Blue Jays have struggled a bit over the past week or so. They've dropped 6 out of their last 8 ball games. And they now have a losing record on the road. They're taking on a Yankees club on the other side of things who they don't lose a lot in the Bronx. These guys are 13-4 in Yankee Stadium. And they're amongst the best teams in the American League right now in home hits per game. Aaron Judge is leading the majors right now in home runs with 10 of them. Meanwhile, Anthony Rizzo, he's right behind him with 9. And even if the bats don't come alive, Jamison Tyone's been looking pretty good this season. He's got a 2.84 ERA and a 1.14 whip. When it comes to the total in this one, 6 out of these teams' last 10 head-to-head meetings fell under the posted number. So if you're into historical trends, you certainly want to think about that one there. As a matter of fact, the Yankees have held Toronto to just 2.7 runs a game in those very meetings I just mentioned. Meanwhile, the Jays on the other side of things, they are 19-12 to the under for the entire season. And that's good for 61% in that particular category as well. I'm going to lean toward the Yankees minus 140 and the under 7.5. Next contest, it is going to be Brewers taking on the Reds, 12:35 East. Milwaukee's minus $2, totals 9 runs. Adrian Hauser for Milwaukee, Vlad Gutierrez for Cincinnati. Now the bad news is I can't give you a free pick on this ball game because it's one of my personal bets on brockpage.com here today. But the good news is it's being featured as my board member tier package bet on that website. And board members also get access to every single bet that I give out every single day all the way through the end of May. It's an all-inclusive membership. So if you want to see whether I'm betting on the money line, run line, or total in this one, there's only one way to find out, and that's to sign up for my board member tier package bet on brockpage.com. And the link for that play is in the description section below. Next contest I have for you, it is going to be Guardians taking on the White Sox, 2:10 Eastern first pitch. Chicago's minus 135, totals 8.5. Vince Velasquez for Chicago, Aaron Savali for Cleveland. And even though Savali's ran into a whole bunch of trouble here this season, strikeouts are still up for the right-hander. He's got 22 Ks and 20 innings of work. And even if Savali stinks up the joint again, well, this Cleveland lineup can certainly bail him out. They're good enough to keep him in ball games. Jose Ramirez, he currently leads the majors right now in RBI. He's also in the top 5 in the bigs in OPS. Meanwhile, teammate Owen Miller, he's currently batting .333 with double-digit doubles and 20 runs scored. And speaking of offensive production, this Cleveland lineup has been really tough to get out. They're actually in the top 3 in the bigs right now in team batting average. Now they're taking on a Chicago club on the other side of things who's been relatively lackluster at the plate this year, despite their recent success. The Sox are averaging only 3.5 runs a game this year, and they actually find themselves in the bottom 10 in team OPS. Now, starting pitcher Vinny Velasquez, he also takes the mound here today, and he's got a whip of 1.37. When it comes to the number, the White Sox have given up nearly 5 runs a game in their last 10 meetings with Cleveland. Meanwhile, the Guardians, on the other side of things, they've gone 7-3 to the over in their last 10 ball games themselves. I'm going to go ahead and lean toward Cleveland plus $1.15. And the over 8.5 runs. And with that, guys, we're going to jump into our quick pick recap. Powered to you by my website at brockpage.com, where I have packages on that website starting at just $1.99. I like the LA Dodgers minus 1.5 under 7.5. Give me the New York Yankees minus 140 under 7.5. Now, I have no free pick for you in the Milwaukee-Cincinnati game. I also like Cleveland plus $1.15 over 8.5. And as far as all the other games go, give me Miami minus $1.10 over 7.5. I like Seattle minus 155 over 7.5. Give me San Francisco minus 1.5 over 7.5 runs. Give me the Chicago Cubs plus 1.5 under 7.5. I like the New York Mets minus 180 over 8. Give me the Angels minus $1.25 over 7. I also like the over 7.5 in the Oakland-Detroit game. Give me Boston plus $1.10 over 7.5 runs. I like Minnesota plus 105 under 8.5. Give me St. Louis minus 1.5 under 8 runs. With my next and final free pick for the video, I'm going to lean toward the under 8 runs in the Royals-Rangers game. And with that, guys, that's going to do it for me. Don't forget to check me out on brockpage.com. But most importantly, guys, got to thank you for joining me right here on YouTube. Really hope you enjoyed all this great free content, all this great free information. And with that said, guys, happy Wednesday to you. Happy hump day to you. And I look forward to seeing you later on today on my website at brockpage.com.